Watch your back.
You asked for it.
So, I don't want to keep the Fireball. I'd like to keep the Mad Scientist, and I think I'll keep the Armani as well because, well, yeah. I'm going to do that. I got a 3-drop, so perhaps holding the 2-drop wasn't a good idea, but that's fine. As long as I draw a 4-drop, it's perfectly fine. I suppose I've got 2 different, depending on the situation, I can choose one or the other, but I mean, both of them got 2 damage. Not too much difference. No, because Armani Berserker later on, I can use it with the Fire Blast to be quite a strong card, or 5-2 anyway. Which is 5-2 for 4, which is okay, I suppose. In certain situations, it can be quite strong. Yeah, Leponoma Armani, I think, because he's going to remove one of these cards, probably the Armani Berserker, and then I can remove it, the Spider Tank with the other. The only problem is the fact that I'm running out of steam a bit, but that'll be fine.
Something needs tinkering?
Ah, Tinkertown Tech. I feel like I'm going to lose this game. He's got some strong cards here. Although Stormwind Knight's pretty good draw here. I feel like the best move here would be both of these cards into the Tinkertown. Stormwind Knight the 3-2. And that's what I'm going to do.
For the king!
Quite happy to get duplicate with this card. It's fine. Hopefully though, I can get the Azure Drake out and get that duplicated because that'll be a lot stronger. Which might happen here. I'm going to drop the Azure Drake. Well, he's probably going to trade for the Stormwind Knight, but I'm quite happy to have that duplicated, to be perfectly honest. I'm surprised he dropped that when he had a secret, because he could have given me a piloted shredder. But I guess he predicted a duplicate, perhaps. I'm quite happy to have 2 Stormwind Knights. Another Tinkertown Tech working out for him. And he's cloaked that. It's actually 3 damage as well. Oh, that's a very annoying card for him to draw, literally. So that's going to be frozen on his turn. I think it's probably best to hit it. I think. Maybe not, maybe that was the wrong choice, but I'm not sure. He's got, yeah, deadly poison. I shouldn't have hit that. Well, he would have just done the same thing anyway, I suppose.
Come close and listen.
Well, at least he doesn't have this Iron Sensei thing doing it on a Divine Shield, I suppose. Now the problem I've got here is I need to remove that Iron Sensei, because it's just going to keep buffing. It's just going to keep buffing that Annoyatron. There's also a 4-1 as a target there for the Mad Bomber, is what I'm talking about. So I think I'm going to go and use it, because I don't know what else to use here. Please. Bugger. Well, I can still remove the Iron Sensei, which I think I'm going to do. I don't want to keep buffing minions in my turn. You can obviously remove the Mad Bomber with this 4-1, which is not great, but the Iron Sensei is a pain. And he's got a lot of mechs here. You can see that. Oh, he's drawing me 2 cards. I'm surprised by the amount of mechs he's got and mech synergy. Looks like he tried to make a mech deck here. It looks like it, at the minute, it might have worked out for him. Apart from the fact that he's got a Cold Light Oracle that drew me cards. 2, 4, 6, 8. Okay, I'm not going to overdraw. So I think utilising my Stormwinds now is probably a good idea. Remove that. Drop in my Scientist, although that will give me a Vaporize, which could potentially vaporize a pretty terrible card, but he's just dropped in a questing adventurer, which I wouldn't count as a particularly strong card. Yeah, I mean, that's not the best use of vaporizing. I probably should have thought that through a little bit more, perhaps. He's going to draw 2 more cards. He's going to draw me 2 more cards. He's going to do that now as well. He must have a lot of combos in his cards, and he's trying to beat me fast.
Too soon.
It would seem. He's actually going to do it again. I wonder if he's got... Well, at this point in time, I've got basically full hand. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. I've got a full hand, so I need to play cards basically. And charge. Yeah, okay. So that's probably the best play. To heal that Stormwind Knight. Drop the other Stormwind Knight. Hit and hit. He's got Fan of Knives. That's going to be a problem. I'll taunt this 2-1. It's not going to be much difference, but considering the attack of his minions and weapon, I'd prefer to drop a 3 health minion rather. Or whenever you contest with a give them a coin. Okay. That's interesting. I don't think it's that important. I'm going to give him a coin.
Runs out on me.
Oh, what? I don't know. I think I just maybe gave him a poly. I think I misunderstood how that card works. Maybe. I've not seen it very often. May have misjudged that one. I'm not sure. Did it give both people coins, or was it that it gave him the spell and me a coin? I'm not sure. He might have just got a polymorph, or he might have just got this coin. I'm not sure. I think I'm going to do that. I think I'm going to drop as many cards as I can. I'll save the Soot Spear actually. Just Fire Blast his face. I'm going to save that Soot Spear because I can drop it and Flame Strike at the same time, which could potentially work out against this 5 health minion, depending on what he does. But 2, 4, 6, 7, 10. I've got 10 damage. He's in a bad situation. As soon as I draw Pyroblast, I've won, basically. Well, if assuming I can hit him for a bit more damage. He's definitely in trouble. Because it's very difficult for him to stop that from happening. Obviously, then I need to draw the Pyroblast, but possibly maybe Arcane Intellect, therefore, might be a good play. I think the Soot Spewer Flame Strike will be a good play here, actually. Yeah, definitely. It's going to remove both those minions, which I'm very happy about. And it puts him into death. It's in kill range. So he has to kill me now. Or clear my board. He's not going to clear my board, basically, so he needs to kill me now. I think his whole approach is based around comboing to several eviscerates, I suspect. Well, he's looking for some sort of an answer, and I don't think he's going to find it with only 3 mana. 4 mana, I think he has. With the coin, if he has that coin. But I think, yep, he's lost. And that's another win. So, unless I'm mistaken, I am now on 9 wins. Indeed I am on 9 wins. I think maybe it's stronger than I thought. 2 Flame Strikes, a Pyroblast, I guess, Fireball, Polymorph. I suppose it's stronger than I thought. I certainly wouldn't have gone 9 wins if it wasn't. And I think that a lot to do with it is the strength of Mage as a class. So I don't want any of these cards to begin with, even Explosive Sheep, although maybe just as a 2-drop it would have been worth keeping, but I didn't really want to. Yeah, well, I got a 2-drop. 2-3. 1-2-3. That's fantastic. That's a far superior hand to what I had. Well worth throwing all of that away. And I'm perfectly happy throwing the Leponome down on turn 1 in the hopes of wasting his turn 2. Where am I? There. I'm happy for him to do that because I do have a nice turn 2. Which he can't Frostbolt, in case that's what he was thinking of doing.
Hello.
Okay, you're just going to keep saying words, so I'm just going to stop you from doing that. Okay. So I think the best play here, Harvest Golem, remove the 1/1. I don't have a 4-drop, but I could potentially use Fire and Frostbolt or something along those lines, perhaps. Oh wow. Undone by the Elven Archer, huh? He's going to Fire Blast that, is he? Okay. Guess that's fine. But at the same time, the Matter Bomber isn't that great either, because I'll just end up in the same situation. But I will have a 5/4 on the field.
What to do?
Okay, I'm gonna go with the first idea. I think it's better, but only slightly. Simply better because when he removes the 2/1, probably with the Fire Blast, he's still got a 1/1 and potentially something else that I can use the Matter Bomber on. So if he drops something that's 5 mana, it's going to be a lot stronger. I could hit it with the 2/3 and then drop the Matter Bomber and potentially remove everything from his board and have a 5/4 then.
What to do?
Squire, attend me. Ready, sir.
Yeah, so here my options are somewhat limited. I could potentially throw the 2/3 into the 4/2, drop the Matter Bomber and hope for absolute luck when it comes to the bombs. But I think the stronger play is probably to remove the 2/2 with the 2/3, Frostbolt, Fire Blast, the 4/4, and have a 2/1.
I got time runs out on me.
I think that was the strongest play that I had available to me. Now if he drops something bigger, I can again throw the Sunfury Protector in potentially and then Matter Bomber. So hopefully he drops something with, you know, 4 health, maybe 5. I'd probably be willing to take the risk on that. No, he's obviously just going to Fire Blast it. So he's going to drop a Water Elemental. I mean, my alternative is to perhaps Arcane Intellect, but into maybe a Fireball with the coin. But that's pretty low odds.
What to do?
And then what are my options? If it doesn't work, Earthen Ring Farseer is terrible. So yeah, Matter Bomber it is. At least I evenly match it. Just took loads of health off me. At least I match it evenly now. If he wants to trade, he has to trade with that and the Fire Blast. Or something else, potentially. Or he has a Bomb Lobber and he removes it for free. Well, for free, but pretty much. And now I'm in trouble and I need my Flame Strike. And I get my Flame Strike, which is an absolute fantastic result. Yeah, I mean, that's the best play. I mean, he's still got the the Water Elemental at 1 health. Which really makes me wish that the Matter Bomber had hit him for 2. But there's no... I don't really have any other play. And I do obviously have another Flame Strike in the deck, so it's worthwhile using it now for 2 minions, I'd say. And now I can Fire Blast that 3/1, and I can drop the 3. And he's got an Ogre. So that's not good. I feel like this is going to be my second loss. And I draw my Polymorph, which is a brilliant draw. That's a fantastic draw. That has saved my skin, and I can even coin. Earthen Farseer, which has got me back in the game, really. Well, it saved my skin at the very least. And chances are I'll be Arcane Intellect the next turn, I suspect. Because I need cards.
You require my
And he's got Arcanite Antonidas, and a Flame Cannon, and I'm probably going to lose now. I think I might use the Pyroblast on him. Oh, well I can't this turn. The Azure Drake. Duplicate. I'm probably going to Pyroblast Antonidas the next turn. Well, he's probably going to use it to remove the Azure Drake, so... He's just going to keep hitting me with fireballs, you see. And I'm not going to be able to survive much longer. In fact, is he able to kill me this turn? Is that 6 and then... He's not killed me this turn, but he's basically killed me. I don't think I've got anything else that heals me. I don't think there's anything that heals me. I think I had the one Earthen Ring Farseer and that was it. So, unfortunately, there's not a lot I can do.
Well played.
So I'm going to concede. That's my second loss. Well, that was a bit disappointing. I mean, that's a very good legendary that he got there.
Jaina versus Uther. I will fight with honor.
You asked for it.
And I think I'm just going to go with the mad scientist, I think, on this occasion.
Reporting for duty.
At least I noticed it before it went too far. So I can trade here, get my duplicate, and I'm going to coin up to the Water Elemental because that is a very strong card to get duplicated.
Pass me that arc-light spanner.
So I got the Gnomish Inventor. He's actually going to hit that for 1. I'm surprised he didn't hit me in the face there. I'm going to hit
What to do?
and Fire Blast. And then just end my turn. Because I want this duplicated. Otherwise I can keep freezing him and stop from using his potential true silver that he has.
For the crusade!
Reporting for duty.
So actually I think I would much prefer an Azure Drake. So I would be perfectly fine with either of those cards being duplicated. So I'm going to take an Azure Drake and I'm going to remove the 1/1 for the sake of him having Blessing of Kings. It'll be a good judgment of what he thinks I've got. Well, he's gone for Consecration, so I'm going to get 2 Water Elementals, which is fine with me. And he's obviously going to remove the Azure Drake. And he's going to re-put on the Divine Shield, huh? Okay, so I've actually got 2, 4, 6. I think that's what I'm going to go with. I think that's the best move. And the next turn I can drop more from my hand. He's already used Consecration, so potentially he doesn't have another one. Well, he's dropped some big cards here, which is not great. But he's also traded them in. I can go Vaporize Leper Gnome. Vaporize Leper Gnome. Razor Fen Hunter. Which sets me up for a bit of a consecration, but I'm fine with that if it means he charges that Stormwind Knight into my face. Silencing the Leper Gnome, I assume. Now, is he going to hit me in the face? No, he's going to play the lower Theb and trade. So I definitely want to remove the owl because I don't want to give him an opportunity to use that to check for Vaporize. So yeah, Harvest Golem, Earthen Ring Farseer, and Fairy Dragon. Remove the bird. Just hit him in the face for 1. I mean, you can trade with a lot of these, which is a bit of a problem for me. But at the same time, I do have a Blizzard on the next turn. And I also have a Mad Bomber, which could work out. Potentially. No, that's not really good. I'm assuming he's planning on just trading through all my cards. Could do with Polymorph, really. Fireball. He's going to trade somewhere there, I'm assuming. Okay, so I can go here. I can use Soot Spewer Blizzard. That would remove the Stormwind Knight. Also meaning I could remove Lower Theb and move that down to 3 health, which is pretty good. So that's what I'm going to do. Card Camera has 2 attack. Okay. So I can trade these in now for Lower Theb, which I'm fine with. He's managed to trade quite well with his cards and got me back on level pegging. And he's got some good cards. He's dropping some very good quality cards at the moment. A lot of strong high-end cards. So I'm going to go with Arcane Intellect. Well, that wasn't really the best draw.
Time runs out on me.
Let's see what happens. I'm going to roll the dice here. So I did hit Divine Shield, which is good. I'd like to hit. That didn't quite work out the way I hoped, but I can still remove the Sunwalker, which is decent. I'd still say that I'm ahead at this point, really. Just about. I've got reasonable quality cards in my hand for the most part. Well, 3 out of the 5 are good, I'd say. Yeah, I figured you'd make that trade, and I think you're going to do that, which is Vaporize. And I'm okay with that, really. That's basically a full engine for a Vaporize, which is a decent trade, let's say. For me. Shielded Minibot, which is really annoying. It's a very strong card, Shielded Minibot, in the early game, but not so much here, I dare say. Oh, he's got Divine Favor. That might win him the game, that Divine Favor, because he's just drawn 5 cards. Yeah, that was a well-played Divine Favor, and I think that might mean... It's not going to win him the game necessarily, but it's definitely even the game. There's no doubt about that. So, with the amount of large cards he's dropped, is he likely to have something bigger than a Mad Bomber? I mean, he dropped a Stormwind Knight, a Sunwalker. I feel like he potentially could have. So I don't really want to do that sort of trade. So, Stormwind Knight. Hit. And then we'll drop the Mad Scientist and taunt the Mad Scientist. I'm a bit concerned about Consecration at this point, but he did use one already. Maybe he doesn't have another one. Potentially he does. Chances are he's got a True Silver in his hand now, and possibly a Consecration. For him to be 9 wins with a Paladin, you'd expect at least one. Probably 2 Consecrations or 2 True Silver champions. Or a very good player.
That was a mistake.
Unfortunately, I've run out of steam and he's not. What is that? That's probably... That could potentially be Avenge. So probably what I'm going to want to do is polymorph whichever one gets Avenge. So I think Flame Cannon here is probably, if it hits either or. If it's Get Down, then this is a problem, but I think it's Avenge because he's got 2 cards here.
I got this.
Yeah, I thought it'd be Avenge. So I'm going to polymorph that. And drop the Water Elemental. Yeah, I mean, he's going to win this now, I think. He's got a lot more cards. He's got much better, I'd say I'd say overall better quality cards than me. From what I've seen, I mean, almost every card he had was strong. That's probably the weakest card I've seen from him so far. And even that's been buffed. It depends, I mean, he might have 3 terrible cards in his hand, but it seems to me that I'm going to have problems. I believe I still have 2 Flame Strikes though, which would definitely be of use right now. Well, there's one. Do I want to expend it on this situation though? And I believe I've got another Flame Strike in my deck somewhere. Drop the Golem as well, and I can freeze him. Stops him from at least using the weapon as a 1 attack weapon, but he wasn't likely to do that. Chances are he might have a Guardian of Kings. Quite a lot of Paladins have Guardian of Kings, so he could regain some health. He might have some other healing things, but certainly I'll have him very close to Pyroblast range in the meantime.
Protects me.
But I'll probably want to trade for that, really. And he's got Muster for Battle. He must have been saving that. Must have been saving that because he was worried about the Flame Strike. Now, what would be really nice would be to draw another Flame Strike. I didn't. I drew a Frostbolt instead. I definitely want to hit him with a War Elemental just to stop him from using his weapon. Then I think I'll Frostbolt the 2/2.
Time runs out on me.
So I think I'm gonna Fire Blast here. I'm definitely gonna hit him in the face with that, stop him from using his weapon. I'm gonna trade here and use this here, meaning that he can't remove my Water Elemental with what he's got on the field, at least. But I've got him creeping ever more closer to the Pyroblast range. And I've got a 1 in 8 chance of drawing that next. I won't be able to use it that turn, so hopefully I can draw something else. Interesting. I'm really tempted to just throw that fireball into his face.
Time runs out on me.
I'm going to Fire Blast 1/1. I'm going to hit him in the face. And I'm going to Fireball him as well, and I'm going to just go for it. You can remove that with the Giblin Stalker, but then he's just got a 1/1. And I'm basically just waiting on my... Oh, he can actually use that, huh? I'm waiting on my Pyro. I need that Pyroblast. And for him to not have any heals. I've got maybe 2 turns, I think, to draw the Pyro. For Frostbolt. Oh, that gets him even closer. That gets him so close to death. It means that if he doesn't kill me this turn, I win. Or he doesn't heal, of course. Can he stop me from winning this game? Is he just doing this, or has he got a way to kill me? Is that it? Have I won? Well, moment of truth. I do win.
Well played.
I don't like it when people get like that. They get so angry about it that they try and annoy you as much as they can. It's pretty pathetic. 10 wins! 10 wins, ladies and gentlemen. I am so happy. And to celebrate, I'm going to start up another game and see if we can get to 12. Because that would be incredible. I would be so happy if I managed to get to 12 wins. Some of the mage cards and things have helped me out along the way. Like Pyroblast, Flame Strike has sort of saved my skin a bit.
You asked for it.
But it's another mage, so I would be surprised if I'm about to lose this game. So I'll keep the 2-drop, toss the others back. 2-3, that's good. I've got a curve. Well, he didn't play a 1-drop, so that's fine with me. I'll drop my 2-drop.
Wanna blow something up?
Do not remove my guy. Oh, how lucky are you? Ugh, that's very lucky. Very lucky for him. So we'll go with the golem. You could potentially just remove this with the fire blast as well, but that wouldn't be too bad for me, really. Demolish it, huh? So here I think Soot Spear is actually the best play here. With its damage and its health against the Demolisher, it actually works out best, I think. So I'm going to remove this, play the Soot Spear, and hope that the Demolisher hits the Soot Spear. It hits my face, it's even better. So now I can potentially hit it with the Soot Spear and Fire Blast. Drop the Mad Scientist, something like that. That would be fine. Oh, he's got Flame Cannon. No, that's not great. I do have Mana Bomber, but how well that's going to work out for me, I don't know. The damage I'm going to give to it is not that significant, but it's a 5-4 that is, wow, okay. Hit him one more time. Oh! He had his luck and I nearly got mine. I can actually Fire Blast that next turn, so that would work out quite well. I do have, the problem now I have is that I don't have a lot of minions in my hand. I've got 2 Flame Strikes, which is not really great. Now, well, let's do this first. Okay, it might be Mirror Image. And with the potential of it being Mirror Image, I'm going to drop the Mad Scientist. It's not Mirror Image, so it's probably Vaporize. I think it must be Vaporize, maybe Counterspell. Counterspell would be quite strong right now, considering what I've got in my hand. Flame Strikes. So it could be Counterspell, Spellbender. Could be Ice Block. Could be what, the Frost Shield or whatever the hell it's called. I can't remember the name of it. So let's go ahead and hit him in the face. Okay, so what is this? Ice Block? Could be a Counterspell. Flame Cannon being potentially the worst, or one of the worst. Well, that's hard to say. Anyway, I'm going to play the War Elemental for now. Hit him in the face for 5. Yeah, if it's Counterspell, I definitely don't want to use my Flame Strike, so potentially I could be using my Flame Cannon at some point. That's a bit frustrating. So, I'm going to test for Counterspell, which it is. Now I have a Flame Strike for the next turn. I actually have a Vaporize, which makes me want to make this trade, actually, now that I think about it. And then trade here. Because now I've got a Vaporize up. Chances are I'll trade there, but that's not too bad a trade, really. I don't really want to drop the Sun Fury Protector. But, you know, I'm happy. I'm kind of alright with that trade after what's already happened. So let's go with that. Yeah, I mean, I suppose he'd do that anyway. He's going to actually remove that. We're going to go for the face? Go for the face, yes? Yeah, that's fine with me. He should have really traded there. I didn't really think about the fact that he could have removed that without any problems, so I should have just accepted the trade.
Squire, attend me.
I might very well drop Flame Strike on that card. Well, actually, now that I've produced that, I think, yeah, this is a better trade. For these cards, let's make that trade. Hopefully he'll take that as an indicator that I don't have Flame Strike, but at the end of the day, he probably won't. And I think he's holding Flame Strikes himself. And the problem is now is I don't have minions to drop, and I've got 2 Flame Strikes. And he's just dropped a War Elemental, which is a terrible card to Flame Strike. Arcane Intellect, I needed that. Give me my 2 cards. A Fireball. Yeah, I think I'll just use a Fireball on that. I'm quite happy to do that. Just Fireball to the face.
The Frost Wolves stand ready.
I can't remember if I used my other secret. I don't think I did. I think I didn't. Considering that he'll probably have Flame Strike, I'm going to hit and actually Fire Blast there to try and force the trade, because I don't want him to Flame Strike me really right now.
Get in there and fight, maggot.
He's going to hit me in the face for 6, which is not good. I think he might have a Fireball. The fact that he considered hitting me in the face with the Fire Blast, maybe he doesn't have a Fireball, I'm not sure. Another Poly. I think he's probably got a Fireball. Or he's just forcing the fact that he's got enough damage on the board, maybe. Well, I'm going to Flame Strike anyway. I have no choice. I need to do it to stay alive. And then just hit the damage in the face, and if he's got a Fireball, he's going to win. And another card, maybe? No, maybe he's testing for another Flame Strike there. He might have Frostbolt. I'm just wondering if maybe I should Flame Strike this one card. Well, let's actually... Well, yeah, well, I don't have a choice. I'm taking a chance on the Hans Mechanico, or I'm taking a chance on using the Flame Strike. I think I'm going to take a chance with the Hans Mechanico rather than the Flame Strike. Hopefully one of these is taunted 2-3. It's taunted the 1-1. That's not a hell of a lot of use to me. Well, I'm just going to hit that for 1. And end my turn and potentially lose here, yeah. He has a Frostbolt, doesn't he?
Well played.
He's going to Fire Blast this. I don't like it when they play cards they don't need to play. I think it's kind of rude. And a Frostbolt, yeah. I should have Flame Strike that. I could have potentially taken control of the situation. But never mind.
Well played.
10 wins. And you know, I'm very happy with 10 wins. I had a lot of fun playing with this deck. I think that it surprised me with how well it did. It shows just how strong Mage is in the arena. Let's see what we get as our prize. Yeah, I'm very happy with 10 wins. I thought I was going to go 4, so I'm 6 over what I thought I was going to get. I did a hell of a lot better than I thought I would. So, 85 essence, 170 gold, 90 gold, and obviously the pack. Not as much gold as I was hoping, really. Got a lot of essence instead. You'd think with 10 wins you'd get more gold than that. I think that might be on the lower end of the gold, to be honest. Yeah, so we got 2 rares. Shadow Boxer, unrepaired, upgraded repair bot, and Crush. So, that's my arena run. Thank you for joining me. I'll probably do some more in the future. I do really enjoy Hearthstone Arena. I think it's a lot of fun. So that's all from me. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and all that fantastic stuff. In the meantime, I will see you again. Until then, take it easy, guys.